lots of things that haunt a narcissistic individual. Narcissists often present a facade of confidence and superiority and grandiosity to those around them. But beneath this exterior lies deep insecurities and vulnerabilities, a fragile self-esteem that they are trying to protect at all costs to those around them because they lack the empathy to care for others. There's lots of things that haunt a narcissistic individual and reveals their fragile self-esteem. When a narcissist believes that somebody has gotten one over on them, they are deeply offended and often seek to punish the person, to bring that person crashing down. Now, a narcissist can believe that someone's got one over them by simply achieving something and getting praise from somebody else, by walking away from the narcissist, by no longer falling into those arguments with the narcissist, by saying no to the narcissist. Narcissists thrive on control and dominance in the relationship. When they perceive that someone has outsmarted them or outmaneuvered them, it triggers their feelings of inadequacy, leading to that narcissistic injury, leading to narcissistic rage, where they can overtly lash out at you or covertly with those passive aggressive silent treatments, sulks, backhanded compliments, go all out to bring you crashing down so that they can feel better about themselves. The perception that someone has got one over on them threatens their carefully constructed self-image, leading to the narcissist having those obsessive thoughts, and they will retaliate with some of the most destructive behaviours. When someone has exposed them, narcissists go to great lengths to keep their behaviours, their toxic behaviours, hidden from view. Being exposed for their manipulative and deceitful behaviour is particularly haunting to a narcissistic individual. It shatters their illusion of superiority and control over those around them, forcing the narcissist to confront reality that they do not want to confront. Therefore, they go all out to avoid exposure, to play the victim, to use Jennifer Freud's Darvo, where they deny attack and reverse the role of victim and offender. The fear of exposure leads to many defensive tactics that are going to come at a high price to the person who can potentially expose the narcissist. The narcissist can start gaslighting, they can blame shift, they can go on a mass smear campaign to protect their own reputation by damaging the credibility of those who can expose them, as the narcissist is trying to regain their sense of power. When a narcissist doesn't get their own way, narcissistic individuals feel entitled to have everything their own way, and they are very exploitative by nature. Narcissists have an insatiable need for validation and control. When things don't go their way, when narcissistic individuals don't get their needs met, when they don't get what they want, whether it's attention, admiration, or compliance from those around them, they can become enraged, or they can withdraw. They can lash out at you, or they can fall silent on you. Their inability to accept any form of rejection or failure can lead them to having intense feelings of worthlessness and bitterness, which is when they're going to go all out to attack you and then accuse you of being the bitter one, the narcissist projection. When people show a narcissistic indifference, more often than not, indifference is your biggest saviour when it comes to dealing with narcissists. However, they can escalate their games because they're used to getting their needs met by you. Narcissists crave the attention and the admiration from those around them, which is why they'd rather impress strangers than care for their own family. They need this admiration to fuel their self-esteem. When people respond with any form of indifference, it threatens their sense of importance and their sense of self-worth. This emotional detachment from others can lead the narcissist to feelings of emptiness, causing a narcissist to then lash out, to seek attention in unhealthy ways. When they lose, people can dislike losing, like people can dislike people ignoring them. Narcissists tend to do to you the very things they hate being done to themselves, so they will create unhealthy competition. Narcissists hate losing, whether in competition, relationships, social settings. Is particularly haunting for a narcissist. It challenges their belief in their own sense of superiority. It can evoke intense feelings of inadequacy and shame. Rather than accepting defeat, which can be difficult for genuine people, narcissists react with anger. They blame everybody else other than themselves. They act like little toddlers that haven't learned any better. They downplay the significance of the loss to protect their ego. They are far from humble. In essence, these haunting experiences reveal the deep-rooted insecurities that drive narcissistic individuals in their behaviour, in their pursuit of control and dominance over others. They highlight the narcissist's fragile self-esteem that relies heavily on that external validation. And it's about recognising that their behaviours and reactions are nothing to do with who you are as a person and everything to do with who they are as a person. It makes them particularly vulnerable to their feelings of inadequacy when someone gets one over on them, when they feel like they've been exposed, when they don't get their own way, when someone stops reacting to them, shows them indifference, when they lose. And they often do these things to other people to punish others. We usually question ourselves. Narcissistic individuals question all those around them. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot give no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a few one-to-one slots available. I also have several books out on Amazon if anyone is interested in those. There is 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People, How to Stay Sane and Break the Chain, How to Create Boundaries Around Those Who Have No Respect for Your Boundaries, Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for recovery and empowerment, a Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and the new book, which is more of a novel, which I was hoping to get out at the end of this month, but I'm only halfway through editing it, is Behind the Mask, The Rise of the Narcissist, which will hopefully be out at the end of this month. If not, it will be November. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.